we're going to talk about spices, organizing them and weeding out those that might be out of date. Every January, I'm just like the normal person and I have to clean out. There's something about starting the new year and getting rid of the clutter and, well, making space for more clutter for the rest of the year. One of the things that gets overlooked often is our spices. We not only have a lot of spices if we love to cook, we tend to sometimes buy two of the same thing. We don't check dates. We don't really keep up with them. When we need them, we grab them and we put them back. But I've made a point of every January, I go through my spices and pick out the ones that are expired. No, they are not necessarily bad if they're expired, but they have lost some of their potency. So I either make sure I mark them to be used first, or either if in one case I found a jar that was expired 5 years ago, I did throw that one away. Now, when you get that all out and you're looking at it, this is the perfect time to organize your cabinet. And that's what I've done. And I'm going to show you my system. It might not work for you, but it works beautifully for me. I alphabetize my spices. Now, I know that sounds a little extreme, but the great thing about alphabetizing is if I'm looking at a recipe and I want to know if I have smoked paprika, I know where it is on my spice rack. As you see, I have a 3-tier spice rack. There are many different versions of this that you can use, but I like this one. And it starts with the A's and B's over here and ends up over here with my turmeric. Now, one other thing that gets confusing when you're doing this is, what about all those other little things that you have? Well, what I do is I keep all my peppers in one place. My lemon pepper, my garlic pepper, my red pepper is all in one section. And then all my salts are in one section. Like my garlic salt, if it has salt in it, it's in this section. And then I finish it off with spice blends, such as the jerk seasoning, your Old Bay, things like that you use. And then there's always these little things that aren't in jars or whatever, they're in bags or you just got a little bit of them. And I put these in a basket so I can get to them if I'm looking for that. For example, here's my crystallized ginger. Well, there's nowhere to put that on the shelf. So I put it up here, and I always check that before I go to the grocery store. Another good way of doing this is to post a list on your door of what spices you do have. If you're real creative, you can go to Pinterest, and there's several lists that you can download and mark what you have. That will not only keep you more organized, it will save you money because you won't be buying 2 or 3 of those expensive spices and ended up having to throw them away because they expire before you get them used. So go check out your cabinet, see how your spices are doing. Are they old, outdated? Get them organized and enjoy it for the rest of the year.